Welcome back to another Oracle card reading, and I'm going to start with a horse that I actually owned for a while, or came to live with me for a while. Her name was Morena. She had been a PMU mare. She was a Morgan mare, and her word is dignity. And if you saw the other video on my cards, you know that these are mock-ups. I'm using real horses. On the front of the card will be the horse, and on the back it has a brief bio and then a brief statement about the word itself and how to apply it, like most Oracle decks do. So I actually, because I was personally involved with Morena, I have a little story with her. A friend of mine had a PMU rescue, and Mystic was never good at being alone. She's such a horse's horse. So I fostered Morena for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years before I actually adopted her, because after 6 months she wasn't going anywhere. But she really was an amazing horse. Her dignity was so obvious. She never ever defined herself by her circumstance or by her past. She was completely intact with who she was. So I picked her for the word dignity. And I'm going to read a little bit about it, how that the card reads. And so it says, Morena was a well-bred Morgan, but an accident with barbed wire left deep scars on her legs. So she was sold at auction. Human vanity often dominates human integrity, so I won't even get started on that rabbit hole. So she was purchased by a PMU farm and lived there for 7 years, grieving 6 heartbreaks from her foals being taken long before a natural weaning. So after enduring an abhorrent life with typical conditions for PMU mares, the PMU market collapsed and she was purchased by my friend's rescue. Through it all, Morena maintained her dignity. She always knew who she was and would not lower herself to be defined by her situation. She held her head high with a regal air about her. She never saw herself as a rescue, as a victim, or as less than, or even as being owned. Morena belonged to herself. Sadly, for many people or many beings, environment is stronger than will. And yet there are some who remain intact, no matter their situation or their circumstance. This is a great mystery. Is it an outside influence that planted seeds of self-assurance within her, or did a multitude of prior lifetimes solidify her self-worth and her stability? Remaining rock solid in who we believe ourselves to be is not stubborn or selfish. It is the compass that keeps us returning to our internal true north. We must first belong to ourselves. We must identify all parts of ourselves, keep those that represent our sense of purpose, and release the parts that serve no purpose. And hone our instinct to always turn us inward for confirmation as to who we are. Having the ability to rely on our internal identity is especially necessary in times of challenge, discontent, and suffering. So this Oracle deck, the information on dignity goes on a couple pages. I'm just going to read the closing statement about Morena. Morena was resilient, not spontaneously through a sparkling personality. No, she survived because she remained grounded, and this kept her emotionally and spiritually intact. Some of her experiences were deplorable and would have damaged some horses irrevocably, but she always knew she was not her circumstance. It seemed that surviving such adversity actually made her more aware of who she was, and her carriage spoke clearly of her sense of value. When she came to live with me from the rescue, she was very suspicious of people, as expected, yet she was always cooperative. She was not reactive and uncontrollable, because that would not have been dignified. So I'm so looking forward to completing this Oracle deck. Hope to have it done by fall. And if you're interested in having your horse included in the deck, you can contact me and I will send you some words that are available and see if it'd be a good fit. So if you'd like more information on my work, truenorthequestrians.com. Thanks for joining me.